Alrighty. My hair is not its normal self. I gotta shut the windows. Are you okay with that, Mom?
That's fine.
I'll open them up as I process, but
That's
right
okay.
now,
Shut the windows.
the
It's
wind
fine.
is blowing right on me, and she is chilly, and I'm gonna need my blankie. Alrighty.
Right now, worry about you, not me.
It's definitely feeling better. Hi, guys. How you guys doing? How's your ascension symptoms? Are you getting upgrades? Do they feel like they're... So, Salasia, I would love if you would allow me to reschedule our gene key reading until Saturday. And if Saturday doesn't work for you, Sunday, and you know I only hold space for the very, very special people on the weekend. So if you would be okay with switching, that would be really great. Hi, sweetie. Hello, loves. Hello, everybody. And the reason why I'm going to ask for that is because ever since yesterday, I have had what would be similar to a migraine, right? Very similar to a migraine, but dissimilar in the type of pain, but like really pulsating in my head, third eye pain, pain in through the crown, feeling really like I was being like ripped open is the feeling that it was. This is perfect. See, this is the universe looking out for you, right? I just mentioned to Salasia about how I have to rebook. And the person that I have a quantum regression and integration therapy session with today just reached out and said, hey, are we still good for our meeting today at 2 p.m.? And I needed to connect with them to say, no, can we reschedule? So them connecting with me is, you know, it's the universe, just like, look at this. Everything works together, right? It all comes together. It's all fine. I'm just responding, guys. I apologize. Sorry. Be proper. Yeah. I just let them know that I have had a migraine since yesterday, and that that even though it's resolving, like it is easing, even though it is easing, there's no way that I'm in a good space energetically to hold space for that individual to do the session. That wouldn't be energetically responsible of me. Energetically responsible of me. So anyway, they completely understand, and that's the beauty of it. And the same thing, like with the gene key reading, I like to prepare for my readings. I write things out and I make all kinds of notes, and I had started to do that, but it got so bad yesterday I couldn't even look at a screen. I ended up going to bed really early last night, and I just, you know, it was an off and on sleep because of the headache. So today I was definitely slow going. I had a bout of significant nausea that hit me for a while there as well. I interacted with someone that definitely helped me to move past it, which I very much appreciate them for that. And yeah, then I spoke with my girlfriend, and she spoke some light language, sang some light language to me, and you know, some people may not think so, but I do. The green can, you know, be handy. So, you know, for those of you that like the green, by all means, partake. Partake. We're all adults here. I made sure I said this was no kids. So, you know, we should be able to talk about that. It is legal. It is a legal thing. So I decided today what I was going to do was just come on and I'm going to do green tea. Exactly. It's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, it just kept lightening ever since my talk with my first friend. Hi Violet. How are you? So I'm not going to do anything big energetically today. My guides are telling me that I really need to address the flow of energy that I'm in, because the distribution of energy is not healthy for me to do long term. So I'm going to be looking at some stuff like that. Thanks. This one here is actually an Easter cactus, but it flowers every single year just before Sagittarius season. just, just late November, you know, middle of November it starts to flower, and it will flower until June. So it's a very beautiful plant. This one does have a flower on it, but even though it's a completely overcast day, this one here is flowering, but you can't see the right there. Sorry, there is flowering, but you can't see the bud on it because it's white. It's so bright back there. Yeah, these are two little Christmas trees that we're growing in these two little pots here, and I can't remember this flower here and the other green pot, Mom. This one here.
I can't remember.
We can't remember, but it has flowers sometimes. And we got some peace lilies on the ground over here, a big aloe vera back there.
We got lots of plants.
We got lots of plants. My money tree, I have a money tree, and she is amazing. But the leaves are bigger than my head. Like the leaves are like, because they have the the fronds that come out here, bigger than my head. Right? You guys are awesome. Yeah. All right. You guys are awesome. Okay, so let's check in. We're going to pull some cards for the weekend, see what's going on. I'm going to get in the energy for it, which just means that I'm going to actually just check in and see if this is the deck of cards that I should be using this morning. Said no. It was right away. No. Okay. The energy cards have been coming out a lot lately, so we're going to go with them. And Gateway of Light. Those were the ones that my guides, there may be others. Alrighty, so let's see what the energy is going to be for us. Now remember, if you're not joining us during the live, it's whatever time that you see this, and you just take what resonates. You always have to step in with your discernment. You know, we have a lot of people, ooh, the uncharted sea. So, what's going to happen this weekend? I like this. I got to see what other cards are coming up. I got to see where this little boat is going. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Let's see. See, that's the thing, though. I can't even pull cards without channeling because I'm a direct channel. Some of my cards are backwards, guys. I gotta flip them around. And I gotta keep pulling the comments out. So if you guys are commenting, I just have to peek on it. And hello, Salasia. Hello, Mom. Lots of love. Right? Yeah. Well, I had a weird thing happen with my aloe, and I meant to research it because I'm not sure. But I have an aloe that was purple, like the purple stuff was coming out of the, hello love, how are you, that came out of the plant, like it stained my fingers purple. People might have thought it was something to do with like a reaction that I had to the plant, or maybe I had something else on my hands which created a chemical reaction. But I had put the aloe in a plastic bag and then stuck it in the fridge because I would use it later and I was going to work with it. When I pulled out the bag with it in it, it had purple liquid in it. I know, I'm so excited. You must be like, those last few days before you go away on vacation, speaking to my soul. Right? My Sagittarius soul is just like, let's go on an adventure. Where are we flying to now? Where are we traveling to? So yeah, if anyone has ever heard of a aloe that releases purple from it, let me know, because it's really weird. Oh yeah, true. Valid, Richard. Valid. I did touch it. I did interact with it. So what would be within me to turn something purple? Right? You two, I think you two are so adorable. Every single time when you come in and Simon's like, my love, and then spiritual love, my Leo. And I just love it. It just warms my heart. Aw, look at this. We're being broken open. Guys, this is literally what happened. Look it. That's what happened. That's what's happened. You know when you close your eyes and your eyes are going zzz, like they're just rapid back and forth, like you feel like, and the information's coming. Sorry, that's what I was experiencing. Right? So so what it felt like, if I closed my eyes and I would sit with the head and like sit with the pain that was in my head, I said to my mom, and I said it to Richard as well, it feels like, one, it was pulsating, right? It felt like the information was coming in and it was just like, right? So that was like part of it, was just that feeling of like, it was just a lot of information coming in and my brain was just going boo, 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 boo. And then you gotta love this. This is awesome. Sure. You're getting it though, right? And then the pain was here up into here, and it felt like it was like like someone was ripping them open. That's how it felt. That's exactly how it felt. And then like all of it, like, whew. This is what's happening to us, guys. You're receiving your downloads. It might feel like you're being broken open, but you're being upgraded, you're being activated, you're receiving the new information. And this is uncharted sea. This is you getting access to a level of gifts that you've not been aware of before. After I had, like I said, when my head started to calm down, right? Yes, exactly. And we'll talk about that. And maybe that's what we'll do. I think that's a good thing to do today. Because it's not really, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not like using a lot of my energy and pushing out a lot of energy. So this is uncharted territory. This is space that we haven't been in. These are accessing levels of gifts that we are not aware of. And it could be accessing a completely new gift. So we talked about like how like all of a sudden last week I started being able to smell what people were eating or tasting it. The other day when you guys all were eating chocolate, I don't know why I didn't get the memo that it was chocolate day. I would have showed up on the live with my own. Instead I got to smell and taste yours. And it was like, what is up with this? Why am I tasting chocolate? It's crazy. So this is the type of stuff that we're receiving downloads for. Some of us are opening up to levels of telepathy. Some of us are going to, we're going to start to experience telekinesis. Some of us are going to be experiencing a new level of clairvoyance or clairaudience, or who knows, sky's the limit. So we're being broken open. And this is uncharted sea. I'm excited. Are you? All right, let's see what else. This is our weekend reading, guys. I was checking in on the energy for this weekend. Right? Mm-hmm. You know what? I have to do something too. Roots of abundance, guys. We got this card the other day. We built the whole tree because we got the fruits. We got the bearing fruit. So we have the top of the tree where we're harvesting the fruits, and now we've got the bottom of the tree. So we're creating the foundations for abundance. Maybe what's being done here, that being broken wide open, is really moving and releasing karma, releasing attachment, or releasing limiting beliefs, right? And abundance, remember, exactly in alignment with what Richard said, abundance from within and without, like outside, but the abundance inside, right? There's more to abundance than money, right? Money's not the only thing. We can be abundant in life. We can be abundant in energy. We can be abundant in time. We can be abundant in relationships, healthy relationships, right? So you could be abundant in food. You could be abundant in housing. You could be abundant in electricity. You could be abundant in all of those things and never ever receive a dollar. Somebody could be paying for everything that you have. That's cute. My mom's making cards. And they're very cute.
I have to make 10 of them. Mm-hmm. I've got 2 done.
We're going to do crafts after we're done our live. I was saying that when we create our collective, and we have it in person, right? When we have the collective in person, I vote that my mom gets to be a den mother. Okay. And she can help us like maintain a cleaning schedule. That's not to say she's our cleaner, but she'll keep us in. Tuesday is dusting, Wednesdays are floors, Friday, whatever. She'll keep us on schedule. And she can host craft time. We can make cards and stuff like that. Baking sessions. She'll teach us the ways of the, except for when it comes to knitting. Knitting and crocheting and stuff like that, I have to teach you. Or as I have to teach, I'm going to teach my mom. But my mom will teach us how to bake. Exactly. She'll teach us how to bake. She'll teach us how to make things from scratch. She'll teach us how to can. She'll teach us how to can stuff. Like, that's a excellent skill to have. Mm-hmm. So she can be our den mother. All those in favor say aye. Alrighty. The weekend is also giving us the royal you. So this is really stepping into you. Yeah, I said den mother. That's what they would have been called. Or, like back in the day, like back in the Roman time when they went out and fought wars and stuff like that, I was a den mother then. I was, yeah. You take care of the men. That's what you do. But only we don't identify like that, right? This is that free space of where we've decided we want to do away from labels, right? So we don't have to do any of that bit. Right? Right? I know. Richard needs a den mother, and he loves you. So there you go. He needs someone to tell him Monday is do the dishes, or do the dishes is every day, it seems. There's no avoiding it. Unless you have my mom and you have taken slight advantage of her, then you maybe get free dishes every day.
But she gotta love you.
But she has to really love you, and she really loves me, so that's why I get away with it. But Debbie, that was the best. Debbie has full ass Sagittarius. It's been a while since I've baked. However, I get baked.
20 bonus points for her.
I love being crafty too. Salasia. I love doing arts and crafts too. But we're connecting to the royal S, the you. the big you on the inside, more authentically you. And, you know, when you're really into the authentically you, I know, I hope you can join us in the collective when we move there after this. I hope you can come and hang out with us too. So we're getting connected to the royal us, to who we are beneath the veil. Like peel the veil away and there you are, right? We're getting that. And we've got earth magic coming in. So earth magic, we need to be connecting, right? This is what Richard was saying about we need to connect into our hearts as we're going through all of these downloads and activations and all of the transmutation, all the transformation, right? Mom says, she says, thanks for the points.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. But not to my, like, no, just kidding. There's a concept behind that, right? When you say you're welcome, what am I saying you are welcome to of mine? Right? It's very open-ended. So people have said like not to say that. So I have changed how I say it. So when somebody says thank you, I usually say something like it's my pleasure, or it was, no problem, whatever fits in that scenario. But yeah, I try not to say that you're welcome, because it's like, what are you welcome to? What am I giving you permission to be welcome to? So think about that. Let it sit with you. Discern, right? Right? All right. So we need to connect into our heart. We need to go ground in nature. We need to disconnect from the logic center. Disconnect, right? We can't always be on, right? There has to be time for play and rest. And for many of us, we are very logical and our brains are very busy and very active spaces. So it's beautiful that, with Amethyst, and she's going to buy water. She's going to be down by you guys are going to be in a lot of different spaces, but you're going to be connecting to nature in a beautiful way this next little bit. You're going to be grounding through relationships, right? Debbie, connecting with someone and connecting to someone's heart energy. You're going to be really grounding into it. I think we need to take a little bit of a step back from social media this weekend. I think that's one of the things that's coming up with the Earth Magic card, is really just looking at where are you giving your energy out to, and is that serving you? Because it's not you serve the collective through serving yourself, and you have to serve yourself first, right? When you come from a whole and healthy space, then you can heal or help from a whole and healthy space. We have to be careful of where we're looking at, or why, the underpinnings of some of those things. So we'll talk about that more in the next one. So definitely get by the ocean, ground in nature, connect to other people's heart space. My mom and I are going to do crafts, guys. I'm going to help my mom make cards. I'm going to be making some I might do more crafts. I might do a bunch of crafts this weekend.
I have something I want you to help me make.
Mom wants me to help her make something. See, I just signed myself up for more crafts. You just say crafts in this household and you get more crafts. It's like the universe. The universe says, did you say crafts? Yes. Yes. This was a perfect example of manifestation. I unconsciously manifested more crafts just by focusing on crafts. Ta-da! Yes. Yes. This is the other thing of this weekend. The oracle's gift. You are the oracle, right? So this is about you dipping into yourself. This is about you connecting inward. Yeah. This is about you returning to center, right? That's a big part of this. This is beautiful. And you guys, look at this. This is you and Debbie. This is you and Debbie. You are in uncharted seas. You guys are going on an adventure, doing something neither one of you have ever done before. How powerful is that? And you guys can thank each other for being there, because it's a beautiful thing. When I was in Costa Rica and I had to go, and I left to go to be with Krista, let's not say I had to. When I left to go, I made the choice, and I willingly, when I chose to go be with Krista, when my landlady, when she offered to drive me, I took that as something that was such a beautiful thing. I was so grateful to her. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have to deal with getting on buses with all my luggage and then getting off of buses. I don't have to worry about getting lost. Like, this is straight from door to door. Yes, I'm so thankful and so grateful. So in the middle of me appreciating her, she turned around to appreciate me, and the way that I impacted her without realizing it. And this is a powerful, inspirational story for everybody. So my landlady is a business owner. She owns an adventure outfitters store in La Fortuna. My landlady in Costa Rica. She owns this outfitters in La Fortuna, and it's a very successful store. She's very, very, very business minded. It's phenomenal. We met, fell in love right away, and she immediately supported me. She owns every single one of my books, every single one of them. And I have to let her know that Choo Choo Charlie is available, and she will purchase that book immediately and have it shipped to Costa Rica. She absolutely 100% supports everything that I do. It's a beautiful thing. But I didn't realize what I was doing for her. So she had never, ever had a night away from her child. She had been wanting to branch out with her company so that she could connect with some people. All these beautiful things that she had wanted to do. And I inspired her to do that. I inspired her to take a step out of her comfort zone, because here I was, a Canadian who came to Costa Rica with her partner and was now journeying down the coast from one end of Costa Rica to the other end of Costa Rica to go live with somebody I only knew on the internet. And I was on this big adventurous life that I was, my big adventure. Uncharted seas. That was a lot of my life, is just here we go. What's over there? I don't know. We're going to find out. Bet it's going to be awesome. And if it isn't, bet I'm going to handle it. Right? That's the beauty of being this golden boat that you're becoming. Right? So she ended up driving me down. She spent the night, that increased to 2 nights. So she spent 2 nights away. She did this huge yoga class on the beach. She she had a wonderful time. She realized that her husband was capable of looking after their son without her, and that her son could handle being alone without her. It was empowering for everybody. So see how that changed, that shared, that shifted, that spread. So now this woman has because I inspired her to be by herself, she found trust in her husband as a parent more than she'd ever had before. She allowed her son to experience what it was like for his mom not to be there and rely on his dad, and that he could do that. And now she goes out and she does these things ever so often. Like, she went to Panama by herself, and I'm just like, I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her for that. So you guys get to be that for each other. You get to help each other by sharing in and giving each other strength, in that you're on this journey, you're going on this adventure to do something that you've never done before, that takes a bit of courage. And when you do those things that take a little bit of courage, then you're willing to do other things that take a little bit of courage, because you realize, hey, I did it and it was okay, right? The first time that I went flying, I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified. I'd never flown before, ever. And here I was with a freaking jacket and a med bag on a flight going to pick up a patient. I never flew before. I'm sitting on that plane and I'm like, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
And her mother was the opposite. I got on the plane and loved it.
And I loved it. First time out, loved it. And I never looked back. Right? Because and you stepped out on that ledge. You took that risk.
Where's tape? Tape.
Oh, yes, yes. Take our strength and know that we believe in you guys for sure. Every single one of us. We totally believe in you. Absolutely. And you know we've got you wherever we are. Right? If you're down in California and something happens, you let me know, because I've got connections around the world. I got people that I actually trust in California. That, I know if I really was like, this is not, I mean, this is, can you help? Like, I'm sure that they would. Right? Like, because I wouldn't ask them for something, silly. So know that you have a network, right? Mm-hmm. That's beautiful, right? That's the network that we have. That's the connections, right? If you're in Costa Rica, I have people in Costa Rica, right? If someone was in Costa Rica and they went into something and stuff and it was bad, I would be like, yes, right? I would be like, yes, that person, like, which, where are you in Costa Rica? So I know which person to connect with, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the network we're creating, right? Look how many people we have in BC. We have people in Alberta. We have people in Manitoba. We have people in Saskatchewan. Yep, we have people in Saskatchewan. We have people in Ontario. We have people in Quebec. We have people in Newfoundland, Nova Scotia.
I even know
New
somebody in
Brunswick.
Winnipeg.
New Brunswick. I don't know about PEI. But
I do, my sister.
I mean, in my personal life, yes. And I mean, I suppose within the collective, I mean, that might work. But then you spread down to the states. We have Virginia, we have West Virginia, we have, like California. I know someone who is sometimes in California and then other times in other spaces, right? Like, I know people are, like, a lot of people around the world. In the UK, I mean, man, I'm hooked up in the UK. The UK, I could go and just probably just sofa surf for, like, I don't know how long in the UK before I'd actually have to be like, okay, I've ran out of contacts now, right? Nice. And that's what we're creating here, right? Our guardians of light, the divine guardians of light. But the guardians of light, right? We're building. We have our mind, body, spirit, healthy collective. But as we navigate through the trauma and we get to that healing space and we're resonating at the right frequency, then, even though right now we are becoming, some of us are at a different, and it's not levels. I'm trying really hard to make sure that I'm not putting any levels or anything that is, but you have to be open to the right TV channel or program channel, or you have to be open to the right frequency, right? You have to be able to tune into the station. And if you can't tune into the station, then it's just, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's not, everybody is at a different frequency, and some of us can hear that station. And so the ones that can hear that station can move into that level, and the rest of us are building up to that level. So it's like having a big brothers and sisters organization, right? But we're the divine guardians of light. So we're the big brothers and sisters that are helping, the healing and awakening process and being the guides for people. But we're also at that level being the brother and sisters to each other to keep our energies within that certain space. Right? There's that's the way that we see the structure evolving. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in order for us to stay, we have to stay tuned into the frequency. So we have brothers and sisters that are in that frequency, where we help each other maintain that frequency. That's all that is. And then we're helping bring people into that frequency. And once you get into that frequency, then you can move into being stabilized and helping to stabilize it. Yeah, I like the way that sounds. My guides like it too. All right. I don't know if we have any other cards that we need to do. I think we need to move to the collective. I think that's a pretty good live for today. And besides, I think just about everybody here is going to move with me to the collective, and then I get to see your beautiful faces, and you guys get to to share in a more authentic way through voice. And I get to hear you, which is music to my ears. Okay, so let's do that. I love you guys. I'll see you back here on Monday. I will be doing Monday a pick a card reading. It'll be picked between 3 gemstones that I choose. And oh yeah, I found that piece of carnelian. That's my big, beautiful piece of carnelian that I used to carry around with me in my pocket as a nurse. And it almost looks like it could burst into smaller pieces. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is a stone that would give you energy or tap into your desires and stuff. But anyway, so Monday, that's what will be happening on YouTube. I'll try to do around 10 a.m. Yeah, it's so, I love it. It's definitely probably my fire sign energy that loves carnelian, right? That really bonds to this really well. It feels good to me, but just right now, touching it, my crown is buzzing. So I'm going to put it down because I don't need that right now. Yeah, so I'll see you there. But Monday we'll be here. I'll try to be on around 10 a.m. for those that are watching the recording. I'll try to be on around 10 a.m. to do the pick a card reading. The 3 stone. You pick one of the 3 stones. It'll be a live reading and then get posted. So if you can't watch it live, don't worry. It'll be posted on my channel. And then on Tuesday, it's here and TikTok where we will do Tarot Tuesdays. And then Thursday, it will be Transformation Thursday here in TikTok. I will not be live on Wednesday, and I will not be live on Friday of next week. But we'll talk about that more in the collective. I just wanted to drop the schedule for next week. So it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Love you guys. See you in the collective. Come join if you're not there. Go to my website, mindbodyspirit.healthyself.com. Mind Body Spirit Healthy Collective under plans and pricing. Love you.